did, in a manner of speaking. Apparently, it was not a permanent condition. Something has happened to the future, and
We'll have to worry about that later. After you disappeared, we ran into Dr. Animo. He's up to something, and when we tried to find out what, he captured Grandpa Max and headed for the nuclear plant. We have to rescue him.
Of course. Lead the way.
So yeah, welcome back to more Ben 10 Omniverse. I want to mention this is the music that plays in the main menu, so they just reused it for this stage, so cool. First off, give me a second. I gotta look at my Omnitrix. So, we got cool character, cool character, cool character, not so cool character. Let me change to feedback for this one. But I'll be using this a lot, because this character's cool. Yeah, and I really can't wait to upgrade this character. I'm pretty close. Okay, and I think... Oops, something else is over here that's shooting at us. Or is it? Huh. So, what is this all about? Oh, alright. There we go. I'll use Accelerate once I upgrade him. And we have a little puzzle here. There we go. Feedback versus megawatts. Feedback can drain energy from megawatts and use that energy for enhanced... Oh. Okay, I just did that. Alright, and we got another slushy thing. What is it, just called Mr. Slushy or something? Oh. See, I'm just trying to increase that ever so much so that I can unlock or so that I can upgrade Accelerate. And of course, as ever, I forgot to set the timer because I am just that dumb. Okay, now I set the timer. I'm gonna assume we've been playing for like 2 or 3 minutes by this point. Very close to upgrading Accelerate. Whoa, okay, got really laggy. And that is enough, yes. Sweet. So let's see. Is there anything in these boxes that could be useful? Anything over here? Ah, we got this. Didn't even notice this. Alright. But is there anything else over here? Can I go up here? Nope. Okay. So we got a gate. Can I just punch it, actually? No? Oh, alright. I keep on forgetting. I want to swap to, you know, Ben as much as possible. Because, you know, he's the star of the show. You play as the aliens a ton, but you don't get to see just Ben a lot. Oh, there we go. I didn't notice the switch. Alright, here we go. Accelerate. So yeah, Accelerate's Y ability is pretty cool. It's a lot of, like, really fast kicks. Oh, man. But for these types of enemies, like, Accelerate's pretty cool, because these enemies don't take a lot of hits. So, you know, having a character that's, like, really fast is cool. Oh, we get Accelerate back out. So, yeah, today I watched, what did I watch today? I've been watching more movies than playing games. Movies and TV shows. I don't know. I just been, like, not really interested in playing games recently. So, you know, today I watched, 2 episodes of Invader Zim, about 6 episodes of My Life as a Teenage Robot, and then Avengers Infinity War. And, I was about to watch Endgame, but I don't know if I've said that... Okay. Oh, all the way back here? Wow, that's pretty far back. I'm wondering if a checkpoint... if I was, like, right near a checkpoint. Because this is, like, pretty far back. Okay, we got more lag. I'm getting a bunch of, like, in-game achievements, which basically mean nothing. I mean, it is nice that they actually included the achievements from the, you know, Xbox 360 and PS3 game. But at the same time, it means nothing if you're playing the Wii or Wii U version. But yeah, and then, you know, Endgame, like, I don't know if I've said it before on this channel, but I really don't like what they did with Endgame. You know, I don't know. My big gripe is Captain Marvel. That's my biggest gripe. Because it came out the same year as Endgame, and it honestly feels like... they just wrote her in as, like, at, like, the last second. So, she appears in Endgame, or she appears in her own movie, which I never watched, because I don't care about the character. You know, I think I've stated before that I don't like Superman characters. I don't like characters that have barely any weaknesses and are basically, like, invincible. You know, I don't like that character type. I want superheroes with weakness. I want superheroes that are relatable. You know, either weaknesses or relatable. You know, either one of the two. I do not want a superhero that's just completely invincible and, you know, oh, kryptonite's the only thing that hurts Superman. That's, you know, the thing that's kind of hard to find. And he would never fight, like, a normal fight, because a normal fight would end with him winning because nobody has kryptonite lying around. So all of his fights are, like, you know, alien-based or something, or like, oh, Lex Luthor happened to get more kryptonite because that's just unlimited supply. So, like, it just feels like Captain Marvel was added in at, like, the last second, just to, you know, just so she could appear in Endgame. And her appearance in Endgame is so stupid. Because, I mean, when you make a character that is that powerful, like, if she was, you know, if she was included in Infinity War, she would have killed Thanos. And then, so she comes in Endgame, and it's like, yeah, well, I'm just gonna leave because other people need help. And I'm like, where were you all this time? Surely you would have known about Thanos. It's just dumb. Like, you know, watching it, it's just like, I just hate it. And, like, in Endgame, she's so arrogant. And then, like, of course, again, it really makes me think, like, there's only one of 2 reasons why Marvel would have done this. Either they just wanted more money and wanted to release a Captain Marvel movie because it would have made them more money, and they had to write her in Endgame because if you're going to make a Captain Marvel movie, you have to you have to have her in Endgame. It was either that, or it was they didn't know how to end the movie off. All they knew is that they needed a character that was super strong that could beat Thanos. So they thought, let's make a Marvel movie because we literally have no way of defeating this guy. Like, like we cannot write an ending. Let's just make the character like invincible so that we can make the ending possible. So, you know, I tried watching it and I just ended up skipping to the very few points in the movie that I actually enjoyed. Which, you know what, is not a lot. I mean, Captain Marvel, you know, it's an annoyance, but it's not something that ruins the movie. There's a lot of Endgame that I think is just so dumb. Like the time traveling sequences. I mean, there's some neat things about it. I really like the scene where Bruce Banner's trying to explain to like the Grandmaster, whatever her name is, that they need the time stone, and trying to explain to her why. I find that really interesting. I also find, of course, you know, Barton and Clint and Natasha like trying to kill each other, or trying to kill themselves, so that another one, you know, won't have to die. And I find that like super interesting. I love concepts like that. Like I love how both of them are totally okay with dying. So they both try to, you know, they both try to end themselves because, you know, they don't want the other person to feel such pain. Like I think that is, like, it's just such an interesting situation. But then, you know, there's a lot of the movie that's just so stupid, and it's like, I know what you're gonna say. I'm 2 years you late. 2 years you late? 3 years too late. I get it. Yeah, and I am. You know, I'm talking about this 3 years after the movie came out. I get it, but it's still something that I keep on thinking about. Anyway, so we upgraded a Heat Blast. So let's upgrade. I don't want to upgrade. Let's do Diamond Head since he's available in both Teen Ben and Young Ben. There we go. And then what do we got to charge? Ah, here we got to charge up. There we go. But yeah, I do love how this is just the main menu music. They just reused it for the stage. I don't know if they've reused it before. I haven't really noticed it. But it's just funny nonetheless. But yeah, so... But yeah, so, that's what I did today. Yeah, like I said, I've been watching a lot of movies. You know, a couple days ago, all in one day, I watched Star Trek Into Darkness, then the first Pirates of the Caribbean, and then Doctor Strange back to back. Like, it's just, I don't know, I just don't really feel the motivation to play video games now. I just don't, I don't know. That motivation will come. Actually, you know what? That motivation's right now. I've been making so many videos over the last week or so. That motivation is here. I like to use it, you know, that motivation I like to use while making videos. I don't like to just play games on my own. Now that is a good thing in one way, because that means that I make a bunch of Let's Play videos. It's bad in another way, because that means I'm not playing a lot of the games that I bought, you know. Like, I played a little bit of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but that's about it. Like, these are, you know, this is an emulated game. I enjoyed the Sonic Adventure 2 stream because it wasn't emulated, so I got, like, you know, 6 more hours in on the Steam version of the game. But like Mickey Speedway, this game, it's all just emulated. So, you know, it's not as fun as, you know, actually owning the game. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I know in the case of Sonic Adventure 2 and this, they're both digital, so, you know, what's the point? But, at least for me, like, I really do enjoy owning the game more, and I like to be like, yeah, I own this game. But, you know, in this case scenario, I don't own the game. I used to own it. I own the Wii U version. But now I own this version because I sold the Wii U version. I sold the Wii U version to get a PS5. Yeah, I sold this version because the well, I sold the Wii U version because I could emulate the Wii version like I'm doing now. Well, I think we have hit like the 14 to 15 minute mark, but I don't know how far we are in this stage. We could be very close to the ending of it. So I'm going to keep on playing, see how far we get into. But, you know, I mentioned Endgame and Infinity War. I'll say this, I freaking love Infinity War. I think pretty much everything about that film is what I wanted out of it. Especially with how great the freaking... how amazing the acting is with whoever plays Thanos. He's a really great actor. And basically steals the entire movie. If he wasn't that good, I probably would not enjoy it as much. And yeah, there's some annoying points in, there's some dumb points in Infinity War. The part that really gets me is the interaction between, Star-Lord and Thor. Like, God, that whole, like, joke sequence is so annoying. And I'm just waiting there like, oh my gosh, let it end. Speaking of ending, it seems that this stage does not seem to be ending anytime soon, because there's a laser barrier over there. So I'm going to go ahead and end it off here. So I will see you guys next week.